giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom Newsleaders.
Hi, I'm James Mauser. Glad to have you here today. We were talking about the holiday season a lot on these segments you're seeing in December, but this one's especially different because we're talking about caregiving during the holidays. I've got my special friend over here, Lois Long. Welcome back, Lois.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming. Your title is Volunteer and Advocate for Caregivers and Persons with Dementia. So that's a large title that involves a lot.
Well, it can involve whatever I find myself doing, James. I have worked in adult day health care and helped with the Alzheimer's Association projects, but today I thought it would be helpful as we approach the holidays to talk about, first of all, what is dementia. Dementia is a descriptive word that overshadows the Alzheimer's disease, multi-infarct dementia or vascular dementia from stroke, or even Parkinson's has a form of dementia. So when I talk about dementia today and what we can do to help caregivers and the persons with dementia during the holidays, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes.
Appreciate it. So what are some of the tips?
Well, there'll be changes in the activities during the holidays. You know, there are gatherings of family and things like that, and so this is out of the routine for the person with dementia. And it may be somewhat upsetting for them not to have their routine of what they do every day at home and what they expect of their caregiver as far as providing what they need, but not trying to tell them what to do. That's a key factor. And so a few suggestions for the stress that comes along include planning ahead. Limit what you decide you're going to do with the person with dementia so that they're not overwhelmed. I suggest you not tell them we're going to do this, this, and this today, but say, I'm ready to go. Let's get in the car and go to the first thing. And just give them enough information to make them comfortable in going. If there are large group gatherings, feel free to say no. This is too much for the person with dementia. We won't be able to accept your invitation. And if you're gathering at home, limit the number of people who are coming to the house. If it's a meal, let other people help prepare the food, and just help make it a smaller and more intimate time that gives the person with dementia time to listen rather than to be expected to answer questions. On the other hand, the thing that most people remember are long-term memories. So around the holidays, to get out things, whether it's Christmas ornaments or stories about the way we used to do Christmas, or even in their childhood, let those long-term memories come back to them. I believe it's a gift to include them in it, not just let them sit there and see the grandchildren opening gifts and going helter-skelter,
Sure.
because it's hard to relate to that much chaos and activity. Another important thing is to have time for rest, because many people with different kinds of dementia actually take quite a few naps during the day. And if the activities are taking you from thing to thing and there's not time to rest, it may sort of agitate the person because they can't handle it. And so a rest for the caregiver and for the person with dementia is important. When families get together, I think it's good to share the stories from way back, the things we retell. As you probably remember, people with dementia tell the same stories and ask the same questions over and over. But if they are provided new material, even if it's old memories, then they become engaged in the conversation. And I think that's a gift to them.
That sounds very important too. Lois, we're just about out of time.
Okay.
I know you've got more to talk about.
That's all right.
I wish we could talk, but for resources and more information, what would people do?
I suggest that if a caregiver needs help, to call the Alzheimer's helpline, and that's 1-800-272-3900. Also, there is computer access through alz.org, and you can go to local and nationwide resources, and I would encourage people to do that.
Okay. Thank you so much. Will you come back and talk some more?
I will.
I could
Thank
just
you.
sit back and I did. I sit back and listen to you
Well,
because you've got so much good information.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, Lois. Happy holidays.
To you too.